What's up, everybody? It's your boy Joshua, and welcome back to Motion Media 7. Today, we are going to talk about three very common English verbs that many students confuse. It is look, watch, and see. They are all similar, but they are actually used in different ways. So once you understand the difference, your English will sound more professional and much more natural. So if you guys ready, let's get started. We use see when something comes into our eyes without us trying. So it's something that's just happened, we don't plan it, and we don't make any effort for that. Anything that you can see and you don't make any effort for it, you can use the verb to see. For example, you can say, I can see a bird outside, which means I'm not looking for the bird, it's just there. Or, did you see that man over there? Did you see that man over there? Or another example is, I saw Maria at the supermarket yesterday, which means I did not make any effort for that, but my eyes can see it, can perceive it. All right. One tip that is really important for you to understand how to use the verb to see is that see is passive, which means it's about what your eyes notice naturally. Now, let's go for a quick mini practice. When you wake up and the sun is in your eyes, what do? Do you look at the sun? Do you watch the sun? Or do you see the sun? Well, obviously you see the sun, right? Because you do not make any effort just because the sun is coming directly through your eyes. So in that case, you use the verb to see. All right, now that you understand how to use the verb to see, let's go for the verb to look. Look, for example, is totally different. We use look when we focus our eyes on something on purpose. It's an action, which means we choose to do it. An example, you can say, look at this picture. I want you to focus your eyes there, which means on this picture. Okay, so from there, you make an effort to do it, which make it active. Okay, it is really important for you to understand that. Another example that I can give you is, she looked out the window, which means she has to turn her head and look out the window to see whatever that she wants to see, which means she has to make an effort for that. Now, let me give you a quick tip for the verb to look. As I told you earlier, for the verb to see, it's passive, which means you don't make any effort for that. But as for the verb to look, it is active, which means you move your eyes intentionally. There are a few common phrases that you have to pay attention. Every single time you see them, you know exactly what they are talking about. Example, look at. Look sometimes with the preposition at. For example, you would say look at something, okay? So when you look at something, you focus on something specific. Example, look at me, look at me. As I'm speaking to you right now, look at me. Now, you can also see look for. Look for means try to find. It means that I am looking for something that I really need. Example, I am looking for my keys. All right. Another way that you can find the verb to look is with the preposition after. So you can find it with the preposition at, with the preposition for, and with after. Okay, so look after means to take care of. Example, she looks after her little brother. Let's say your teacher shows you a map and says, focus here. Should you see, should you watch, or should you look? I can see that you are guessing the answer right now. In that case, you cannot see, you cannot watch, but instead you are looking because you are making an effort for that. You focus, okay? So you should look. All right, let's talk about watch. We use watch when we look at something carefully for a period of time, especially something that's moving or changing. One example that I can give you is, we watch TV every night, or he is watching the children play. Or another example, let's say, let's watch the sunset together. All right, let me give you a quick tip so you can understand easier. So the tip for watch is also active. So whenever you are talking about watch is also active, the same as look, but it's about time and movement, which means you are following what happens. Now, there are a few common mistakes that people usually make when they are talking about this verb watch. So let's say I see TV every day. That sentence is not correct. You cannot say you see TV, but instead you watch TV, because on the TV you can see movement, you can see different things moving from different sides, okay? A quick mini practice. If you spend 2 hours with your favorite show, are you seeing it? Are you looking it? Or are you watching it? Exactly. I can see that you're looking for the answer. And the correct answer is that you are watching it, which means you spend time and focus on something so that you can see object or different things moving. Now that you understand how to use the verb to watch, to look, and to see, it is really important that you guys can use them in your common sentence pretty much every day. So here's the difference in just one sentence. I'm going to give you a difference in just one sentence. Look is when you move your eyes on purpose. Example, look at the board. Look at the board. Watch is when you look carefully for a while, usually at something that is moving. Example, we are watching the movie, right? And see is when something enters your eyes naturally. Example, I see a bird. I see a dog. All right? Right now, I am going to mix everything together. Imagine that you are walking in the park. You see some kids playing, right? You notice them. You stop and look at them, which means you focus your eyes on them. And then you sit there on a bench and watch them play for 10 minutes, which means you observe the action over time. Now that you know how to use watch, look, and see, it is really important that you continue to practice them with your own examples, and you can leave them down in the comment section. Okay, I'll check them for you, and it's really important that you ask your next question for the next class that we will have. Okay, now don't forget to like, share, and subscribe the video so you can see more English tips every single day. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.